Hi everyone, this is Kay and you're with me on my tarot channel called the Collective Soul Tarot. Thank you for joining with me today. It's the day after Thanksgiving. They call it Black Friday here in the United States. Thanksgiving is not in Canada. I'm from Canada. Thanksgiving is usually in the first or second Sunday or Monday or weekend of October. So Thanksgiving is for the North America part, where United States, I guess. I'm not sure, really, to tell you the truth. There's the first card. So anyways, let's get going. We're going to do a collective reading, general reading for the collective for Black Friday Day, Friday. Archangel Michael, my Holy Spirit. Let's do a past, present, near future reading with the Tarot Marchetti decks here. Okay, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit, will you please guide and assist me today with correctly interpreting the energies in these cards and to help me see clearly? Thank you so much. Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit, what messages do you have for the collective today in this general read for Friday, November the 24th, 2023? Thank you. Let's cut this time. Cut. All right. Let's go, guys. So this is the past energy. The polar bear, okay? The polar bear is about brute force. It could also be about matriarchal, oh, for Pete's sakes, motherly protection. Matriarchal protection. Yeah, matriarchal protection. Yeah, but it's also because he's white, it's pure in spirit kind of energy this card gives, as well as it's about overcoming, obstacles through strength. Okay, this is a powerful animal, the most powerful animal on the planet apparently, but it's a powerful animal, so you have a lot of power. This is the past. So what's the present? A pathway. You're headed somewhere to the light. Look at all those beautiful butterflies. Fun. It's a long pathway though, so it could be like, it's not the journey, because journey has, it could be the journey of the soul, right? The journey of your emotions and your mind growing to the soul, to become more enlightened by the soul. There's a journey card as well in the Kipper deck, but it could be seen as a journey like that too. But also the journey card is about possibly getting on a train, going somewhere. Train, boat, automobile, airplane, whichever. Near future. Main male is in the near future. What's the main male doing in the near future? Okay. Main male has counterpart, who is in the Kipper is the main female. Okay. Now this collective, this doesn't mean this is like a mature man. Okay, it's just somebody who's on a journey. Maybe he's been living his life through sheer force, I don't know. Let's just keep going. Bridges card and the sun. Okay, collective. It looks like there's something on the other side, right, where the bridges is going to gap that it's going to span the distance of the gap between where you are and where you want to be, which is absolute happiness and enlightenment and expansion. You're wanting to use your power, empower yourself, use your power to overcome obstacles. And this is definitely an obstacle, okay? Without the bridge, okay? That's definitely an obstacle. All right, so how about the present day pathway energy, please, Archangel Michael and my Holy Spirit. The moon, That's about romance and love, psychic ability, intuition, wanting to be acknowledged or recognized. Aha. And that's a contract or a commitment. And it could be a commitment in love. Contract could be a wedding or marriage contract, or some other kind of contract. Maybe a contract with the soulmate that you see is on your path. Okay? Yeah, I'm going to have a look at that 25. 25, see if we can get a little bit more insight into what it could actually mean. This is a precious item. Is what I am to bind in marriage and commitment. I bring harmony in unions as long as negative cards are afar. Now there's no negative cards. Okay. I am the contract and a promise in partnerships and ventures. I am symbol for completion and the form of eternal devotion. Yeah. Symbol of commitment. It speaks of contracts being drawn up between two people or business partners. This is a highly valued object. Okay. So it looks like your path is on the way. Your pathway is on the way, that it's been to love and romance, that it's going to show you the way to go towards an eternal commitment, eternal love, eternal, what was it now? Eternal devotion. Like, this just could be talking about your journey to your own soul contract, your contract with yourself, right? With yourself, that has been hidden for most of the part, but it could be you through devoted to develop your psychic abilities. Let's see, near future main male, distant horizon, somebody who's fantasizing about that, and it's also a spirituality, rising up within you. Spirituality. And the family room is somewhere private, a closed space, something that has a door on it, so that things can be done and said, and with confidence that it'll be kept safe. No one's going to overhear it, and no one's going to know your business, that kind of stuff. It could be an office, it could be a room in your home, like a family room, it's got a door on it. Could be your bedroom, it could be motel or hotel room. What else? Cabin, whatever. Okay, let's talk about the Bridges card. We have the lilies and the message card, number 27. So you've received a message. Now this is a document too. This is more like a document, something tangible, but it could be just like a message from your ancestors who live in the realm of peace and love and serenity, calm and serenity, right? They're in that realm. But it's a message about how you can become peaceful and calm with hope, hope and let me see that lily card. Hope, let's see. Calm, peace, and serenity is what I preach. Your parents and elders show up under my symbol. I bring wisdom and experience. I signify a long-term relationship or ancestry. Contentment and satisfaction is my angle. Yeah. So it's about wisdom and satisfaction and contentment, so that you can be, through your experiences, so that you can find peace, calm, and serenity. That your elders are helping you, your passed over ones, okay, are helping you. You're receiving messages or downloads about how you can find your true happiness, bridge that gap. from being, focused through sheer brute force to being just empowered, self-empowered. I mean, coming back into your own. The polar bear, it symbolizes power, right? And that's what you are being represented as here. Empowered, coming back into your own. Your own is that soul self that your ancestors are talking to. Okay, that the ancestors are talking to your soul, who then is trying to communicate with you through the still small voice inside, your intuition, and other ways that you might psychically hear them or see pictures that are kind of like messages of information, like clairvoyance, things like that. That your ancestors are trying to help you develop that. Okay, they're trying to help you develop that. Very interesting. That your soul contract may be for you, collective. This may be specific to one or two or more people in the collective, but you may be being encouraged and guided to the soul contract you had, that in this life, on this journey that you've chosen, it's going to be, slowly illuminated to you to reveal your psychic abilities and your intuition. And that's something that you contracted. It's a soul contract. It's something that you signed up for. That this is what you wanted to do. You wanted to develop your psychic abilities and intuition in this lifetime. Because we all have many lifetimes. This one is the one where you're doing that. 32. The moon, love and romance, intuition and psychic abilities. Your imagination and creativity are but a few ideas I stand for. So yeah, you are, I don't know if you know Teresa Capella, something like that. She's a psychic, right, on TV from New York or Long Island. And she's on TV, so she's well known. She's admired and well known and trusted, whatever. Not that I'm not saying that you're going to become a TV personality or whatever. I'm just saying that you are, like her, you're going to be recognized as having these kind of strengths, these psychic abilities, these other dimensional gifts. Okay, well, so let's talk about the moon, and then we'll talk about the ring. No, let's talk, you know what, let's go back to the past again. I want to talk about the sun, because I'm not going to be using the tarot to clarify this reading. I'm using these decks to clarify. Okay. Poverty. All is not what it seems. Then you have courtship back here too. So there might be somebody in your life that you want to meet up with that you feel will make you incredibly happy, but the courtship can also mean it's that relationship with yourself, getting to know yourself, who you really are, this powerful person from the inside out that overcomes obstacles and challenges through just your sheer power, your own power of your mind and your love for yourself. Okay, maybe you have a really strong connection to the divine, which is what the sun could be too, or you're developing it or had in the past. Okay, but that could be what that courtship card is about. But you had been impoverished at one time, or all your life up until this point in time. You felt lack. You were lacking this, lacking that, and perhaps you even thought you lacked any kind of other dimensional strength, your psychic abilities. But upon closer scrutiny and review, You saw things were not as what they first seemed, that you really aren't lacking that at all. In fact, you have a great connection with the divine. You're already connected because, you know, our heart, our soul is our heart. And that's where your abilities lie, is within that, is you developing the psychic strength. You know, you're flexing that muscle, that psychic muscle, by practicing, knowing first of all that you can do it, not thinking you lack that ability, but knowing that the divine is within you as well as anybody else. And so if like the divine is in Teresa Capella or whatever her name is, and she's able to do these psychic have these psychic powers and foretell the future, or tell somebody what's going on from the information she's getting from deceased loved ones, right, from across the veil, then you can do that too. You can do that too. You're realizing you can do that too. You're just gonna have to flex your muscles more. You know, and I see that this okay, except for the fact that I'm not a man, which this is a man over here. This may not be you. It may be somebody else that's going to step into your life. We'll see. To help you, or just that you're on that path now where you're going to meet somebody who might be able to support you in that way, or is also doing similar things, or, you know, like you vibe at each other. So you are now seeing that in the past you have the ability to be much more intimately connected with your divinity, your psychic abilities. Okay, so pathway. No, not pathway, moon. Okay, moon, sly fox, trickster. Message of concern. Well, that's very concerning with the gift. Okay, I'm not saying a word until I look at the ring. Aha, isn't he beautiful? Gentleman number 2, which I see as the masculine energy in the deck, more like the King of Wands and the Emperor. House. Okay. And ship. Unexpected income. All right. Okay. Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit. What I'm seeing here is that this is what you call home, okay? I'm talking to a female. I'm talking to a female. A feminine. Presently, you're on a path, a journey back to your heart, so that you can see the true intentions of people. To be more discerning using your psychic abilities. To be more discerning. To be able to see people for who they are, not what they look like. Archangel Michael, you're telling this person you don't need to rely on trickery or deception in order for you to address the concerns of people. And this is your gift. It's exactly what you need. People, oh wow. Oh wow. Okay, so collective, you might be somebody who is working, working as a medium, working in the, or working as an intuitive, or wants to. Maybe you have a YouTube channel. Maybe you're a tarot card reader. Yeah. And okay, so spirituality behind, closed doors, secrets, whatever. Main male. If I may, I'm going to go ahead and clarify. I'm going to clarify main male first. Clarify main male, please. Archangel Michael. Who's the main male? How can I look at the main male? There's a key to discovering a solution. There's a birch or a broom or a whip that has been cracked by either him or you, and something's been cleared away so something else can grow, right? And marriage. Wow, okay. That's okay. Now let's do distant horizons. Okay. Okay, distant horizons. Let's just get them all on the board here first. Help me out, Archangel Michael, Holy Spirit. I think I've got what you're trying to get to me. Distant horizons is bada bing. That's what I was thinking. All right. Distant horizons is, a risk and a new path. Okay. Distant horizons is a risk and a new path. All right, let's talk about family room. I'm slowly putting the pieces of the puzzles together here. Without using tarot, it's a little bit vague, more vague. Family room, abundance. Can we see that one? Yeah. Let's move it up so you can really see it. Abundance, family room. Bad health. Timing. And the mature man. And the wisdom card with a bigger house. I'm just going to, I don't need to really pull the house out. But let's just put it over here. Just for now. Yeah. Collective. Excuse me, I need a drink. A nice stiff one would be good. Just kidding. I don't drink. Okay, so here we go. Now we're starting here. So there is a man that you have a soul contract with. And like I said, I see him as he's the masculine energy in the deck. It says it's the epitome of the masculine energy. So I see him as a King of Wands type emperor type of guy, and she would be the feminine. She's the Queen of Wands, Queen of Wands Empress kind of girl. So there's a pathway. This individual had some elevating to do. this man here. And you are being asked to rely on your intuition more, so that you can be able to be more discerning. You can see when a fox is a fox, or a snake is a snake, because he's going to message you. He's going to message you, and you need to rely on your psychic abilities to be able to determine if this is a gift for you, like in a good sense, or is it a gift that it's going to be like another test of your divinity. Okay, so he's going to message you. This is present day. If he hasn't already, he's going to. All right, but you do see him as this King of Wands Emperor energy. You do see him as this. You once knew him as that, but now you do, with your own intuition, trusting your intuition. You know that you have a soul contract with him, and that and the only way you're going to have a contract with him, to be with him in this world, in this realm, is by believing in him. You have to believe in him. You have to believe that he's changed, that he's not the same person he used to be. Okay? This is your job. This is your calling, is to use your intuition to see when a person is your home, your true home, or not. When a person is your true home or not, your intuition is going to show you that. The trickster card is about not really seeing something for what it truly is. Okay, so he might have seemed like your home in the past, but he wasn't. He wasn't then, because he was in that terrible energy right there. Okay, but now you're being asked your new path, your path that you're on right now, because you've self-empowered yourself. You became very, very friendly with yourself. Okay, that's your soul, your psychic self, and your path is to further develop and trust your intuition, so that you can be discerning and know that any message that you receive from him, or anyone really, that you're discerning through it, seeing it as what it is, for what it is, whether it's good or bad. But the gift is something that you either give or receive that's exactly what you need. So if you're using your intuition, you will get exactly what you need, which would be knowing that you can rely on your intuition, that he has changed. Okay, that you have that soul contract with him. It's not a physical contract in the sense of two people coming together and getting married. Okay, it's a soul contract. And seeing him as your home. Now, if you're not going to use your intuition and you want to see him as being somebody that you remember from the past, then the gift is going to be that you need more time. He's not going to come in. He's not going to come in. He's not going to send you a message. He will not send you a message, because you are not, if you can't believe in him, do you understand what I'm saying? If you can't believe in him, he can't show up. The energy isn't right. It's kind of like a wall. There's a block or a mountain, whichever you want, between the two of you being able to come together in this lifetime. Until you see him in your own mind, like your intuition, you believe that he's become a changed person, then you will have the ability to get to know him, and your concerns will not be an issue. Your concerns, because you're not concerned. You're not concerned anymore. The gift is that you're going to get exactly what you need, and it's according to exactly what you believe. Does that make sense? It makes sense to me. I just don't know if I'm saying it clear enough. But yeah, so now the main male here. This main male, before he became this dude here, evolved into the lover, right? He was all about 3D world, okay? He was a fairly young whippersnipper who, lived his life according to the expectations of others. But he found a solution to that set him free. Okay, and that solution was that he was able to exact the whip and clean out, sweep away the past that was no longer serving him, but that which made him become the person you see him, you believe him to be. You believe without seeing him, you believe him to be. He had to clear away all his karmic debt that pertained to his marriage and his choices with being with another person other than yourself, the Empress here. Okay, and he's now taking a leap of faith, a risk, because he doesn't know how you feel about him. You know how you feel about him or think about him, if this is the way you see him. And but he doesn't know that. You two are a pair here. And he wants to start a brand new beginning with you, but again, he doesn't know. So right now, he's just fantasizing about it, hoping for the best, spiritually developing himself enough so that he can feel like he's got the kind of ability to reveal his secrets that he's been keeping, all about his money, resources, and any kind of abundance that he may have felt was just it was a wrong timing kind of thing. Wrong timing. It was okay. Like I said, he doesn't know how you feel. Okay, I gotta get this straight in my own head. He doesn't know how you feel. He believes that possibly you are still of the mind, closed-minded, right? Still of the mind that he's all about the money. Yeah, that's it. He's all about the money, and that your relationship with each other, your connection with each other went sour because of your belief that he was all about the money, like material possessions, wanting to make money, choosing people in his life so that he could be in that. But the time came where he woke up to that. He wised up to it, and he's more in touch with his divine, his higher self, right? His highest self. The wisdom has revealed to him. Okay. So, all right, this is it here. Where's the distant horizon? Distant horizon. Oh, poo. I think this must be it. I think this must be it. The distance horizon. He's fantasizing about taking a risk for a new path, right? To be with his Empress. Okay, that's the distant horizons. It's about fantasy. It's not putting something into action. It's just imagining and fantasizing about it, taking a risk to have a new beginning, to be with your Empress. Okay, so now I'm looking at the family room card, and I pulled out these extra cards. But yeah, he believes you see him as being money hungry, very much worldly focused, materially focused. He thinks you're like that secretly. What's being held in he sees you as being closed-minded. He sees that you probably have you're secretly feeling as though, and keeping that to yourself or to a small number of people that you might share your secrets with. But this is how he sees you. That you are seeing him as being, of course, abundant, but focused like that in this worldly realm. And that it has caused, a divide. It's caused a divide between you and him. This divide right here between you and him, it's caused, he sees that it's that his connection with you is not so healthy. Okay, it's not that healthy. But the divine is saying the time has come where he has actually matured. He's not just the main male that you think he is, or he thinks you think he is. It's very convoluted. And wise. He's become wiser. And he's living in a much better, everyday environment. Okay? Much better everyday environment. That wore me out. Yeah, that's because, tarot, it makes it a lot easier to get the story together. But, I'm using this because I want to practice my psychic abilities. So, yeah, presently you're trying to trust your intuition, to believe that your soul contract is with this guy whose mission is to grow into a lover, okay? Not somebody who's all about the money, the materialism, okay? That's what that, and he's your home. This is your home. That he feels like home to you if he's like this in your mind, right? And it's all about you making sure you trust that and stay on that straight and narrow, it's not very straight, but narrow path towards the light. It's towards trusting him, believing in him, believing that the divine is working behind the scenes in him to help him grow and mature with wisely, right? With that spiritual knowledge of wisdom, that there's reasons and purpose for everything that happens. But he has cut the past away. He's cut away this very troublesome marriage that he had as the main male. Okay, he's done that. But he's got plans. He wants to be able to take a risk and a leap to come and start a new path with you. But he thinks that he might meet a cold wall if he shows up or messages you, because he believes that you've got secrets about how you see him. All right, how you see him as being worldly focused and not as much spiritually focused. Of course, that's caused a rift between you two right here with this. Your connection became ill. It was bad health connection. It went bad. But since then, and possibly because then, with divine timing, he began to mature into the wise man that he was, because he had lost you. He's in a much better place now. In the near future, he's in a much better place in his environment. Okay? So he is not only just going to be the King of Wands and the Emperor, he's going to be really just the Emperor over here. Okay? I hope that makes sense. It does to me. It's just whether or not I'm able to relay it to you. But yeah, I'm gonna take some more of these cards here, and then I'm gonna end the reading. But yeah, it's about perceptions, and isn't Moonlight all about perceptions? Because you're not necessarily seeing what you think you're seeing. So you have to rely on your intuition to bring clarity to you, for you to find the clarity you need, to see the light within your guy here. I mean, you have the ability to do this. You've been flexing your muscle over here in the past. So right now you're just being called by the divine to trust it, so that you can see him as your home instead of seeing him as a trickster. Okay? That's your choice. And it's always up to you, as they say. You're ready. See? You are ready. I mean, you have it. You've got it here. You have it here. You're ready. This is just his thinking about what you think. Okay? That's his own perceptions. reconsider, like that's what it's been asking you to. Make sure you reconsider if you start thinking again negatively about him. Because if you're at this resonancy collective, you are becoming a master manifester, which means you really need to get your beliefs and your mind straight on what you really want. Because if you don't, then you're going to manifest the things you don't want. And that's what this message is about. If you think pessimistically, oh, he's never going to grow up. I know him. There's no way he's going to turn into this kind of person. There's no way. I can't ever see him doing that. Okay, so then that is what you'll get. That. Okay, but because you're becoming a master manifester, you manifest your positive, optimistic thoughts about how anybody can change. Anybody can change. You may not see it very often in people, but that's just the lower density of fear, right? Living in these people. Now, if you walked away from him, you've not been with him, obviously, in contact with him for a while. He's been married. He might be feeling the loss of you not being in his life, and that could be that. You know, him feeling really down and out about not having a connection with you. Because so perhaps over here, when he's thinking that you think that way about him, it might be that you said something to him about that you see him as somebody who is not transparent, that's mostly materially focused, or whatever. It's just not grown. I don't know, whatever you might have said to them. So now they're thinking that's how you think of them, and that put him in a bad way. He did it to himself. It's not like what you said caused that to happen. That's up to us too. People don't make us feel a certain way. We allow ourselves to feel a certain way when people do or say things that is aimed at hurting you or whatever, right? Making you feel doubtful. But we allow ourselves to do that. Otherwise, everybody else in the world has power over us, and we have no power whatsoever. We're absolutely helpless. So, you're ready? Reconsider and recovery. Talk about recovery. Divine timing. There it is. Divine timing. Wisdom's moving in. That house looks really nice. I love Victorian style. So that's a great environment right there to grow into through spiritual evolution. Okay, guys, I hope that was helpful. Happy Black Friday again for us Americans. Not that I'm American, but you know what I mean. And until Monday next week, have a great weekend. Bye for now.